If you are preparing for a job interview, then today's video is going to be most important one because I'm going to share 10 questions which are most commonly asked in any interview and my strategies on how to answer them so that you get hired and not fired. Hi, hello, my name is Aatiya. Welcome to PhDpreneur, where we discuss about research, mindset, wellness, job interviews, job preparation, PhD fellowships, and everything under the sun related to my life and your life. So the first question that is asked mostly, and I can actually say that it is asked every time because in all the interviews that I have answered so far, whether it is for assistant professor or PhD or any role, I have always been asked, introduce yourself. So why this question is asked is to get a first-hand impression. So now you're meeting somebody for the first time. How do you get to know that person? So this is like the icebreaker question. So for this, you need to be prepared to describe yourself in few sentences. Now, whenever this question is asked, many of the times candidates feel that they have to include their personal information. So what you can do is start with the professional thing and you can end with a dash of personal details. When I say personal details, I'm going to tell you exactly what to say. If you are applying for a job and you have an experience, work experience of certain years, even 6 months, 1 year, so you will start with your name. My name is so-and-so, and you will add that I have experience in this particular thing. Then you will move to qualification, and then you will end with a personal hobby. Say suppose you like a particular type of dance or you like particular type of music, then you can end with that. So it starts with professional and then it ends with personal attribute. The next question can be, why do you want to work for this company? And for this, you need a pre-research. You need to go to the company website before the interview, find out about the company values, mission, and statements. Thirdly, you will go to the About Us section and find out the overall structure and overall information about the company. If you go to any company's website, there will be an About Us section. So you are going to go that and use that information to answer this question. If you are already in a particular job, and you are applying for the next role, then you might get this question as to why are you leaving your current role? And the first instinct to sometimes feel is to be attacked or find that this information is personal, but it's not. It's just how you handle it. So if by any chance you got your position downsized or something bad happened, so you can just say it's that your position has got downsized. So by any chance in your company, you feel that your position somehow got compromised or something negative happened. So you can say that my position got downsized. I would like to apply for a fresh role. That's it. You need not give details, okay? This interview is not about details and neither the panel expects it. Then there are a few other examples that I have in front of me. You can say that I'm looking for a company that better aligns with my values and I'm excited to find a company where I can grow my career. So these are some of the responses. Of course, you can tweak it as per your profile. The only thing that I want you to remember while answering this question is not to give out personal details. There are few things that has happened in your current company where you're working. Do not spill the tea over here. So when you are asked about weakness, think of the transformation. So what I mean by that, I will explain in a sentence, but think of the challenge you had faced and how you have improved. For example, if you were a fresher or if you were working in a company previous to this job and you had problems taking with feedback. So you can say that learning how to take feedback has improved your productivity in this way. It helped this particular presentation. It helped you in this way. So instead of just focusing your weakness, instead of focusing the entire attention on the weakness itself, if you link it with a transformation, then it will leave a better impact on the interview rather than just saying that, okay, I get irritable. Okay, I'm not able to take feedback properly. So this is how you actually speak when the interview is going. In a similar manner, if you are asked about your achievements, then be specific as to what all happened. Okay. Instead of speaking that you got a gold medal, or instead of speaking that you got this grade, these gold medals and grades would be anyways there in your CV. So it will be anyways getting evaluated. But if there was something interesting that you did, like organizing a workshop or organizing something and delivering a good presentation, so you can say this as your achievements. I know this also comes under skills, but instead of giving grades or accolades, you can say that you have participated and it helped you to make this impact in this particular conference or in this particular presentation, and then you can add that you got this prize or you got accolade over there, instead of just focusing the entire attention on your accolades or grades. Let me look at my notes. So if you get a question about, tell me about a difficult situation you have faced and how you handled it. So here the focus will be on your character, not on the situation. Don't waste time describing the situation. This is to test how you remained calm and what was your reaction in this turbulence. Say suppose you had a deadline and it was an impossible deadline. For example, you may tweak it according to your experience. Then you can say it helped you to deal with pressure. It helped you to manage time when time itself was scarce, when there was a shortage of everything, the resources and time, and how to display leadership in such a crisis situation. So this is one example. You can of course tweak it as per your experiences. Whenever there is any kind of interview, the focus is always to get on the extra thing that is there in you, okay? Not just your grades, because your grades, qualifications, everything will be there only. Okay, so if you are asked a question about, give an example of how you have gone above and beyond your role requirements, you need to be ready beforehand about what all things you did apart from actual work. If you were asked to manage a particular project in this manner and you developed a new method, innovative method, which others were surprised that such a thing actually exists, then you can share about that. If you showed leadership skills and you attended or organized everyone together for a particular cause related to that project only, then you can speak about that. So find ways to speak about stuff related to work itself, but in a different manner. Whenever such types of questions are asked, we are tempted to say that we were asked to work for 5 hours, but I worked for 9 hours. Okay, this cannot be an answer for an interview. Or you were asked to do one thing, but you did 10. So such answers are not acceptable. There are no hard and fast rules like that, but focusing more on innovation, focusing more on soft skills or other skills, even if they are hard skills, and getting the focus back to work, that is critical. If you are asked what are your expectations about salary, so for that you need to have prior research in place. If it's a government institution that you are applying, say suppose you are applying for assistant professor, then this question doesn't arise because everything is as per government norms. But if you are applying in a private firm and you are asked this question, then you need to be prepared. And there are 2 tools that I would suggest. If you are applying for a job abroad, then there is something called a salary calculator, which will tell you approximately how much salary people get in that particular domain. And I'll leave a screen recording over here. If you are applying for a job in India, then I would suggest go to Quora and type the search query, what is the salary for this particular position, say suppose project manager as I've taken in this case, and you can filter it by month or by year to see the latest entries. So this also gives you a gist of what all things are happening and actually the current updates which are going on. Apart from that, you can contact people on LinkedIn and also get in touch with people who are looking for such job opportunities, or in general, ask amongst your colleagues, do you know anyone who is working at this particular title? And I'm sure they will be happy to help. When you are asked a question about how do you see yourself 5 years from now, then this question may sound little reflective. You need to go into deep meditation to actually understand what will happen 5 years. But there are few techniques to answer this. There are 4 ways to answer this. For example, you can say that in 5 years, I will be at this position. So you are saying with specifics to position. Okay. Right now, this is my position. In 5 years, I will be at this position. This is one way of approaching this question. Then second way is to say with respect to potential experiences. So right now with the job title and with this experience, you will have certain sets of experience. In 5 years, you will have certain sets of experience. For example, you can say that in 5 years, you will be cracking this particular deal, or in 5 years, you would have done this. Okay, so you are speaking with respect to your experiences, not with respect to position. Third way to say is to speak with respect to your skill set or your certification. So now you have this certification or you don't have, and in 5 years, you will be working on these particular skills or in these particular certifications. So you are speaking with respect to a skill set or with respect to certification, no position or no experience. The fourth way to answer this is to include what you want to do in that role. Okay. So for example, if you are working as a project manager, then what kind of work that you want to do? So you are speaking about that. You are not speaking about something that is specific. You are speaking something with relation to yourself. Okay. So if you're working as a project manager, as the same example, then you might want to give this particular growth to the company. Okay. You might want to increase the responsibilities in the manager position. You might want to get more collaboration. So if you are a project manager, then the way you can answer this is to say that you need this particular growth in the company. You want more collaborations. You want more reputed companies to come and collaborate with you so you get more projects. So this is just one example. Of course, you are going to tweak it as per the position that is required. The last question, which is sometimes asked, sometimes not asked, but nowadays I've seen companies recruiting and actually using this particular question. So this is, do you have any questions for us? Now, the first instinct to say is no, because it's your job to ask questions, not mine. But if you make the correct impression at this stage, you can really land up your job, your dream job. And I'm going to tell you how. So there are 3 questions that you can ask. Of course, you can ask many more, but my suggestion is to stick to these 3, one of these 3 or all 3. First, what are your expectations of the candidate? So when you ask this question, the interviewer automatically knows that you are really eager to learn. Second question is, if I get selected, what would be my responsibility? Or what would be the job description? What all duties I will have to do? So this also puts the other person in a really positive state of mind. And the third question is, what opportunities can I pursue in this role? Meaning, if I get selected, what all trainings would I have to do? What kind of work, not in terms of responsibilities, but in terms of learning, what all trainings I will have to attend, what all opportunities I have to get exposed to so that I can do my best in this. So these are 3 questions, and trust me, if you ask this, there is no doubt that you are going to pass this interview with flying colors. In this video, I cannot put everything that I want to put from start to finish. So for that, I recommend a course, and I'm leaving the screen recording over here. It takes you from job search to job interview. So it's like a comprehensive package and it's free. You can just sign up, log in, and when the course comes in front of you, just say audit the course. So you will be able to take it for free. Only thing is this compromises on your certificate. So you won't get certificate, but you will learn everything. Okay. And of course, there is an option to go for a paid version of this course as well. So this is not a paid collaboration or something. I have gone through the modules and I really think that it is going to help you if you are really wanting to strengthen yourself in the job market. So I hope today's video has helped you in finding the questions as well as in preparing you for the interview. I wish you all the best. If you have any doubts with related to this particular topic, or if you want me to do more of these job related videos, then comment down below. Till the next time, bye. Bye.